blog, yeah, to get on the. Hi guys, it's May here. I appreciate you all for being on today's live. It's such a beautiful day. You can kind of see the sunrise in the background, yeah? Isn't it so cool? And if you're on Periscope, thank you so much for being on the live. I appreciate you all. So today we're going to be talking about 21 insights on love and money. Yay! Exciting. Can you open a window real quick? Oh, it smells good outside. Okay, so let's go. Let's see if I can get my phone positioned properly. So I started working a little differently. I saw my chiropractor, and he said that I should stand up and more and not sit down as much. So right now I'm actually standing. So just so you guys got an idea of what I'm doing. So let me begin. Hi, Oya, by letting you know that this is being broadcast on my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. I highly recommend you go there if you've never been to my blog. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link to the blog post for this broadcast. So you can just go there. And if you are on Periscope, you can just click the link in my profile and you'll get to the blog. But it's yesfinanciallyfree.com. Oh, my broadcast ended for some reason. Maybe I'll have to start it again. But anyway, the blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. My YouTube channel, Creative Abundance Now. Subscribe, yeah, if you're already. Let me see if I can get it live again. Easier. Oh no, what happened? It just stopped broadcasting. So, a little bit about myself. I started doing internet marketing back when I had a lot of debt, and I wanted to create. Actually, I didn't have a lot. I had debt, like about 10,000, which was a lot, but it wasn't like horrible. It got worse after that. I did start back then because I wanted to make more money. Let me see if I can copy this. This is May with yes. Sorry, guys. I guess I can't copy it. Okay. I will start one more time, and if they drop off, they drop off, and then we'll just begin. But anyway, I ended up with about $30,000 in debt, and I ended up feeling kind of depressed about money. And an interesting thing at the time is I also was having a lot of problems with my love life at the very same time that I had problems with money. And I would definitely say that the problems in my love life and my money were connected. So that I can definitely attest to, because I definitely feel like that was what was happening. Because when I'm happy, I don't make irrational, crazy, desperate decisions regarding money or anything else. But when I was really depressed about love, my love life, and relationships, I ended up making a lot of really depressing money decisions. Ended up with a lot of debt, and it's really interesting that that would happen. So today's topic really, really, I think resonates with me. It probably resonates with you, maybe when your social life, your relationships are doing well, money seems to come easier, doesn't it? You know? And then when our relationships are bad, it's not easy. It's really challenging. So it's actually really interesting to see that there's actually a connection. And when I realized there was a connection, my money situation got better. Right? My debt started going down, my net worth started going up, I started making passive income, things started changing in my life once I realized that I was unhappy. So that really helped. Let's see. We're almost ready here, and then we will begin. But if you're not on my email list yet, go to my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. put in your first name and your email, and then you'll get on my email list. And I email out the topics I'm going to do every week. So all these YouTube topics I do every week, I actually give advance notice. So go ahead and do that if you haven't already. Okay, we're going to go live again. Woo-hoo! Thanks for being on the live. Hopefully it'll work this time and you'll stay live. My name is May Dobila and I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Periscope. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so hopefully that will work out. We will see. But in any case, let's begin. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, it's all good. You can see the replay on the blog if you don't see it on Periscope. Welcome, meet cause. Make me happy. Hi, Gannett goes. Welcome. I'm gonna get my phone to position properly. Okay. So eventually this will work out. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's keep going here. So I am in Honolulu, Hawaii. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I live in a really nice 2-bedroom condo. I really like it here. Hi, Trucker. Hi, Logan. Hi, little name. Hi, guys. Welcome to the scope. Feel free to tap and give me hearts. So today's topic is 21 Insights to Living Money, and I want to talk a little bit about myself and go right into it. Okay, and it's based on this book by Jeri Walz. Where's the love and who's got my money? Thanks for the hearts, Jeri Walz. Okay, so this is what is based where I'm getting the topic and all the insights from today. Just so you guys know, so you can always get the book. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for my thank you hearts. So let's talk a little bit about myself. I did mention this on YouTube. Periscope, I had some issue. I had to restart my broadcast. But anyway, I do all these broadcasts on my blog. I talk about all this stuff on my email list. I tell you what I'm going to broadcast live and what I'm going to talk about. So go on my email list. It's on yesfinanciallyfree.com. That's the blog. Go to the right side, put your first name and your email, and get on my email list. And then you'll know every topic I'm going to do every week in advance, and then you can jump on yourself and join in. Okay? And I send out emails too, so you can watch live on my blog. You can watch live also as well on Periscope. Okay? And I might start doing Instagram Live too at the same time. I used to do that. I have to power up more devices. Okay. So I used to be in a lot of debt, and like I said in the YouTube video, I had a lot of hygiene, had a lot of money issues when I had a lot of challenges with love. My love life was pretty bad, and then my money situation went down. And I noticed that did happen. I ended up creating a debt of about $30,000, which was more than my yearly salary. So that's a lot of debt for me. So if I was a $100,000 earner, I would have had a $100,000 debt, right? $200,000 or $200,000 debt, right? I was a $30,000 earner. I had a $30,000 debt. That was my debt ratio, and it was very challenging for me because it was a lot of debt for me to handle. Right? That's how much money I made in my life. So I found a way. I paid it off, and but while I was doing that, I started focusing on principles to make myself wealthy at the same time. I didn't focus on the debt. I focused on financial freedom, making passive income. I focused on creating a business. I focused on internet marketing. I focused on love. You know, I got married. I had a baby. I focused on learning new skills, like sales skills. I got a sales job, and then I ended up paying off all my debts. And now I'm focusing on investing as I quit my job in 2016. I paid it all off in 2016. I won Ramel, and I became a full-time mommy in 2016. I also continued my part-time internet marketing, blogging business. So this is the internet business part of my career. It is my career right now. I help people and myself master financial freedom. So what is financial freedom to me? Hi, Petri. I sometimes ask people, what is financial freedom to you? Because it's different for all kinds of people, right? For me, financial freedom means all of my expenses are paid for with passive income, right? So it's a very mathematical thing, and it can be measured. So to me, financial freedom is kind of cool because every day you can check how you're doing. You And so you can find out how much passive income you make and keep track of it, which is what we do in our Finance Freedom Mastermind program. So I am also a coach. We have members in the program, and what we do is we track our passive income, we track our financial freedom accounts, we track our net worth, we track our cash flow. We do that every month. Hi, Lars was here. And every month when we do that, that's when we pay ourselves our passive income. So every month when I check our passive income, I pay our passive income. So it's actually a very enjoyable experience to pay ourselves passive income, so that helps and make it more fun. It's like paying ourselves to be good with money. And the point is to make that passive income grow until it's paying for all of our expenses. Yeah? And so that's what I do for a living now. And that's pretty much my story. So today we're going to talk about 21 Insights of Love and Money. Diana says, welcome. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Thank you for being on the live. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you all. So it is a beautiful day in Honolulu. I plan on doing more live outside. Hi, Chris. I have a Facebook fan page called Finance Freedom Mastermind. You can always go like it. Just Finance Freedom Mastermind. That's it all together. That's my Facebook page. Also, I do lives there. I also do lives on Instagram, which is also Finance Freedom Mastermind. I'm thinking I'm going to start doing lives over on the beach. It's great. It's like 2 blocks down the road. It's really close. So it's not hard for me to just get up and go. So I think I might start doing that because I think that would be more fun for me and more fun for you. You can see the scenery. But today, right now, we're doing a live in my beautiful, wonderful 2-bedroom apartment, which, by the way, when I started out, like I said, I had a lot of debt, right? I didn't know any property. We just bought this apartment 2 months ago. So we just bought it in May. Yeah, we just moved in the last day of May to this apartment. This apartment is a 2-bedroom, 900 something square foot apartment in Waikiki, very close to the beach. Beautiful location. So we just bought it, and it's just the biggest space that I've lived in since I was a child. Ever since I went off on my own, my space shrank, you know. But when I was a child with my parents in the house. But ever since I moved out of that house, I've always lived in small spaces, either studios or 1-bedroom apartments. Sometimes I live in a house, but I share it with roommates, you know. This is the first time that I've had such a large space. So I appreciate the universe. I appreciate my vision. I appreciate what I've manifested in my life. So let's talk about the 21 Insights to Love and Beauty. I also own an Airbnb business. My husband and I bought in the last, since 2016, 2017, we started buying property. And we bought, since 2017, we bought 3 properties. We sold one to buy the third. So we own 2 now. And one is an Airbnb business. So this is what I do. I look for investments, I invest money, and I look for passive income generating opportunities. Yeah. So I hope this is all enlightening for you, and we shall begin. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the insights. Hi, McGregor. Welcome. So check out the book. Like I said, it's Where's the Love and Who's Got My Money by Jeri Walz. And it's a really nice book to read. I really enjoyed it. It was very how do I say? It made me feel good. Hey, where are you from? This book, it was like picks you up, makes you feel good about your life. I don't know. I just like it. It's just very positive. It has a lot of life stories. So Russia, wow, welcome. So Jeri Walz, she had she was her parents divorced when she was a kid, and then she really loved her dad. She loved him the most. So he ended up having custody of her. However, he didn't actually take care of her. He put her in boarding school, right? Now, in boarding school, she did learn some cool stuff. She learned how to ride horses, and she made friends. So she made the best of it. And when she came out of boarding school, she was really excited because she was going to live with her dad, and he bought a ranch, and it was going to be super exciting. However, he died in a plane accident before she could move in with him. So she was very depressed, and it was really hard for her. So she ended up living with her mom. And she didn't prefer that, but she was living with her mom, and her mom was, I guess, had alcoholic issues. She had an alcohol problem, and she ended up struggling in life when she got to be an adult. She got into a lot of bad relationships with men. She didn't really do well with money until she found these certain principles about money, which we're going to talk about today. Yeah, I had 20 insights to love and money, and then she ended up becoming a real estate agent, became very successful at it. Hi, Jill Cam. Let me know your name, where you're from, guys. And she ended up creating a lot of love in her life. She found the love of her life. She bought a ranch. She ended up creating a lot of money, and she bought a ranch. And then she found her soulmate, and he moved in with her on the ranch. And he already had 2 kids, I think, and they got another kid together. So, and then her life was amazing. It was a beautiful ranch, lots of money, lots of children and love. Hi, Med 5040. So her life became completely opposite from what it began. So that's her story. So she talks a lot about the insights she used to create love and money in her life. She feels that love and money are very related, and I do too. When your love life is not good, money tends to kind of go good. For me, it did, right? Because it's like you don't care anymore about your life, and then so you just throw money away because you don't care. You're almost like don't want to live when your love life is not good. So I understand that completely. When I created that $30,000 of debt, I often tell this story. Like I had $30,000 of debt, I paid it all off. The reason I created it at the time is I had a lot of relationship issues. I was very sad in my life, and I thought I could pay to learn how to make it better. I thought of a lot of things. I just wasn't thinking rationally either, and I created a huge amount of debt. And a lot of it was just this hopeless feeling, because I wasn't having a good time. Loving myself was the biggest issue, actually, and love life with other people. So they're all connected. So she talks about how it's all connected. Once you tap into the power of your own love for yourself, you can tap into real wealth. And I can definitely attest to that, because when I created all that debt, I started creating it in a really bad relationship, really bad. And then I left that relationship, creating even more debt when I was single and depressed about the relationship that was really bad and all the bad things that happened. And when I finally realized that I had to claim love for myself, and start just loving myself. Hi, Irish book. Welcome. Then I started practicing certain principles to create more loving relationship with myself. My money situation got better. Yeah, I started paying off debt. I did things that I never did before, and one of them was do an Ironman. And then I got married to a really great guy. Got a baby. I have a son, right? Husband Colombo, still happily married. We got married in 2012, and our money situations got better. My husband, when I met him, had a horrible money situation. Okay, he not horrible, but not ideal. He had way more debt than me. Hey, super fan. Hi, Alphonse, welcome. Hi, Jacobo. So weird. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Yeah, when I met my husband, I still had debt, right? I was still negative net worth, although I paid off like 10,000 of it by then. It takes a while to pay off 30,000 when you're making 30-something thousand a year, right? So anyway, when I met him, I still had debt. But my husband, he had over $200,000 of debt. All right, he had a lot more than me, okay? Because he had a house underwater, right? That was during the housing crisis, end of it. 2012 was when we got married, but it was like at the back end of the housing crisis. So his house was underwater in California, and that was the main thing. But he also owed money in his car. He had some credit card debt. So, but he had more debt than I did. So actually it made me feel better, because then I was not so worried that my debt would drag him down. At one point I was a little worried his debt might drag me down, but I was like, I can handle it. We can do this. It'll be fine. And that's how we got married like that. And all that debt, he paid off all his debt. The house he sold, he sold it, but he paid off all of his debt. By October of 2015, so we got married in 2012, he had all that debt. By October of 2015, he had no debt. So that house was sold. He had no debt there. He had no debt on his credit card, and he had no debt on his car, like nothing, no debt at all. And it was very inspiring to see him do that. I was like, wow, you even paid off the car? You didn't have to do that, but you paid off his car. Like, wow. So he got really motivated. So by the next year, April of 2016, I had paid off all my debt. It was all gone. Okay. So then we were completely debt free. And then we gradually started using credit cards again. Yeah. So now we use credit cards again, but we pay it off every month. So we're very responsible credit card users. And because of that, we started buying properties. Now, like I said, we own 2 properties. One is this really beautiful condo we live in, and the other one is a business, Airbnb business. Okay, so let's do the insights. So I'm going to go to the insights, and we are going to go through them together. Yay! Thank you so much for being on the live, guys. I really appreciate everyone here. So let's begin with the 21 insights for love and money. Insight number 1 that I got from the book. When you accept that there is only oneness, you experience a very different reality with more rewarding results. So her book is based on a lot of spiritual principles. It's mostly a spiritual book. So don't read it if you're not spiritual. Okay, so just so you guys understand that right now. We're going to talk about all the spiritual things. But basically, everyone and everything is connected. Hi, DDC, welcome. And I think a lot of people have this general belief. Pay within that month so that you don't pay interest. That's good logic. Yes, yes. That's what I do. Pay off the credit card. So, and then we use the points. I've been using it a lot as credits toward our credit card payments. So last month I converted the points to $175 and paid down our credit card with it. Hi, Luis, Alan, Steve Guns, welcome. Okay. So when you accept that there is only oneness, you experience a very different reality with more rewarding results. So when we think about everything as being connected, as there being a big oneness, maybe you call it God or universe, whatever you call it, if you realize that you're one with everything and connected, you're not going to go and attack people because you're going to realize that you're connected. You're not going to do destructive things. You're going to realize you're connected. You're going to realize that you're connected to everyone, and then you're going to treat everyone as if they're you, right? So that's kind of the golden rule, right? So this is like the inside reason for the golden rule, is because when we realize and accept that we are one with everything, then we're going to have a different reality because we're going to treat people better, you know? We're going to treat our environment better, right? We're going to take better care of our living space, right? Thanks, John. And we're going to just create a better life because we're going to understand that we are one with all, right? Okay, insight number 2. All good that is to be manifested in our lives is already an accomplished fact in the infinite power and is released through our recognition of spoken word. Okay, so when I was very depressed and my money situation was not good, my love life was terrible, I saw this movie called The Secret. So that's the first time I got introduced to all these principles, right? And that movie also led me to go to the Gotham Spiritual Center later on after I gave birth. And that's now my church. So I got way more spiritual when I got to my lowest point in my life. So one of the things that The Secret piece taught me is this. So you can all the good that you want to manifest in your life is already done in the infinite power, the oneness, all that is. And it's released through our recognition of it or our spoken word of it. So I started saying things like, I'm financially free. You know, I have multiple streams of passive income. And I started saying that when I was biking home from work. Really, as loud as I felt comfortable with. But you can definitely be louder on a bike because there's lots of traffic. So I did that. And I started saying a new reality for myself. I yelled it out. I would use affirmations. And I recognized and I would know that it is already done. And I did that also to get married. I did affirmations, I did visualizations, and I created a story in my head for which I was already married. Because back then I was single, I was already in my mid-30s, I had debt, I didn't know if I was ever going to get married. some of you are on here like, of course you'll get married. You're so pretty and all gorgeous and nice. But I mean, at the time, I wasn't sure really. I didn't ever get married to that point. So how did I know? I managed it. I manifested it. So highlight men one, welcome. You can do that too. So that is insight number 2. All right. So you just have to know that it's already done. You just have to recognize it and speak it into existence. All right. Insight number 3. Our greatest gifts often come to us through our greatest challenges. So this one I already talked about with my challenges. So when I had bad money situation, bad love situation, I learned a lot, right? I became more spiritual. I learned to claim my own happiness. I learned to take responsibility for my life. And I think that was one of my greatest gifts. And now it's easier for me to be truly happy. Before I was really unhappy, and now I'm much happier. And I think that happiness attracts more loving relationships, more happiness. I tend to be around people and make them laugh. Yeah, so same with you. That's what also will happen. So our greatest gifts often come through our greatest challenges. So if you're going through a great challenge right now, and I know they can be very hard because I've been through great challenges as well. I understand that they suck, but understand that if you ask yourself, what is the gift? What am I learning? What is the reason for this? And then you can find out what it is. And I know from that great challenge I had, I realized that I would never give my power to anyone else again. And that if I was unhappy or not feeling like a situation was good, I would leave it immediately. Yeah? And that was one of the greatest gifts I learned through my very difficult situation in a relationship where I really did not feel good. And also letting myself not love myself. So I always take time for myself to nourish myself and make myself empowered and happy. And if I see a way to make my life better, I do it, right? Which is why I quit my job and stayed home with my son. So insight number 4, you need to hold yourself in the highest regard if you're truly going to offer good service to others. Okay? So this one, if we can get, I don't know if you guys can see outside. It's getting too bright now. Okay. So, you need to hold yourself in the highest regard if you're truly going to offer good service to others. This is true, right? Because if you want to really help other people, offer good service to them, you need to feel like you deserve great service yourself, right? Does that make sense? You have to really love, appreciate, admire yourself. And when you hold yourself in this great space of I love myself, feel good about myself, then you can give better service. You can give really good service to other people. So it starts with you. Okay, it starts with you. You feel good about yourself, and I've known this for a long time. Whenever I have issues with sales, it's because I don't feel good about myself. Oh, I still fall victim to that sometimes, but that's one of the biggest things. Insight number 5, consciously choose to see yourself in a very different way. All right. Hi, Marcons. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining. What's your name? Where are you from? So consciously choose to see yourself in a very different way. The first thing to do is, if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel good about your love life, you don't feel good about your money situation, make a conscious choice to see yourself differently. See yourself having a great money life and a great love life. And see yourself, let me say money life. Okay. See yourself, hola, see yourself wearing good clothes, looking good, feeling good. Hi, Karim, Asa. Choose to see yourself living the life that you want to live. And just look at it that way. And don't look at any other ways. Just, you can decide what to focus your attention on and what to believe and what stories to tell yourself. That's totally your freedom. So do that. Consciously choose to see yourself in a different way. Insight number 6, see yourself more in the light of being perfect, whole, and complete, even with your perceived imperfection. All right? So I'm going to see ourselves right now. We are whole, we are perfect, and we are complete, even if we have some imperfections. imperfections, right? We are still perfect, whole, and complete. It's just like this took me a long time to realize this, because we focus on our imperfections and we say bad things about ourselves sometimes, but I used to do that. But then I realized that the imperfections make me perfect, right? Because all these little things that I do that screw up and stuff, like the reason that I even have this business and I talk about financial freedom is because I used to be so bad with money, right? That's the only reason I'm doing it. If I was always really good with money, I probably wouldn't be doing this business, right? But because I was so bad at it, and that was what I thought was not good about me, imperfection, actually makes me perfect to help other people who are bad with money, because I understand why you would get into a lot of credit card debt. I understand why you would get into debt, buy a house underwater. I understand why you would do bad things with money. Hi, 28. Welcome to the live. Let me know your name, where you're from. So if you see yourself in the light of being perfect and whole, complete, even with your imperfections, then you will create the right beingness to create more money and wealth and love in your life. Okay? Now, insight number 7. Like the air we can't see, yet thrive from its gifts into the heart, so too your subconscious mind, your autopilot, accepts without question what you put into it. Okay. Hi, Jude. Hi, SC. Hi, guys. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining. Hi, Claudia. Welcome. Let me know where you guys are from and your name. So, there is a subconscious mind, right? There is a mind that's on autopilot, and it will do whatever you tell it to do without question. So whatever you put in that mind, it will do for you. So if you start saying, I am financially free, it's going to make you financially free. If you, hi Nick, Garen, welcome. If you tell your mind that you are healthy and you believe it, then your subconscious mind will create health in your life, right? If you tell it that you are wealthy, it'll do the same thing, okay? Your subconscious mind just works, okay? That's how you learn how to drive, how you learn how to eat and digest your food. Babies, when they first started out, they didn't know how to chew, right? They didn't even have teeth, okay? There's a lot of stuff you learn when you're a baby and you forget, but if you have a baby like I did, or you're around women with babies like I am, you remember that babies, there's a lot of stuff they have to learn. Hi, Shami and Ira, welcome. They have to learn so many different things, right, just to survive. And as they practice and as they learn it, it goes in their subconscious mind. Same thing with us, everything. And when we get older, we have more and more things that we've learned, so we can take care of babies and teach them. We know it because we went through that. We can add more and more things in our mind to create the life that we want. And that's our choice. So beyond pure survival, the rest is we got to put it in our brain, okay? And that might be that we're very wealthy, that we're rich, that we're successful business people, that we have wonderful love life, all kinds of whatever you want to say to yourself. And I think those are wonderful things to say to yourself, right? So these are things. Say these things to yourself, and then your subconscious mind will accept it. So put inside your mind what you want to create in your life, right? Okay, insight number 8, be grateful for what you have created and ask yourself if you want to change any of it, and if so, what parts. So to change things in your life, the process is to first start with gratitude for everything in your life, yeah? And I'm really grateful for everyone who's watching this live broadcast and who's ever watching the replay, yeah? I'm grateful that I have this business where I can do blog and learn from books and people, right? And I'm grateful that I get to broadcast about it on this free Periscope channel, YouTube channel, Twitter. It's amazing that I can do this kind of thing, and that people come on and listen, and that I have super fans and followers, and I'm so appreciative of all these amazing things. Hi, Andres P570. Thank you for being on the live. Rick, how's it going? Haven't seen you forever. Thanks for the hearts. So appreciate it. What time is it there for you? Hi. Coolness. Super fan. How have you been? What's going on? I have a super fan on the broadcast. Saying hi. Couldn't see you in a while. Live anyway. Thanks for watching the replays. I appreciate it. So, how's it going? You're fine. Good. One of my super fans, Nad, I don't know if he's Nad. I don't think he's a super fan now, but he used to be a super fan. He's going to come to Hawaii. So that'll be cool. Meet a super fan. Hi, Armor. 45, welcome, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, it's so neat. So if you don't know what a superfan is, if you're on the YouTube live, superfan is someone who comes on Periscope a lot, gives a lot of hearts. Yeah, that's what superfan is. So thank you for the love. Okay. So insight number 9. As we focus our lives on our personal growth. Oh, I'm going to finish insight number 8. Be grateful for what you have created and ask yourself if you want to change anything, and if so, what part. So we start with gratitude, and then we say, do you want to change something? And I do. I'm grateful for internet business and all this. What I want to change is I want to service more people through my mastermind program, and I want to create real change in more people's lives so that they actually become financially free faster, have more free time, spend more time with their children and their family and their husbands, wives, spouses, partners, and just feel better, feel fulfilled, and live a life of true purpose. So that is what I want. I want to service more people. That is really what I want to do. Actually, that feels good to say that. Yay! Okay. So you can do the same thing about your life. You have what you're grateful for, what you have created, and then ask yourself if you want to change any of it and what parts. And then just, you can do it live online too. Okay. Insight number 9. As we focus our lives on our personal growth and contributing to others, we fulfill all our needs and we may just be on to discovering our true purpose on the planet. So we focus our lives on our personal growth, contributing to others, and we will fulfill all our needs, and we may just be on, we may just be on to discovering our true purpose on the planet. So I remember when I was like not knowing why I was live, what am I doing here? Why am I living? What's the point? That was when I was probably most depressed. But I really didn't know. It's like, why? Why am I doing this? What's going on? And I think the biggest thing we can never find in our lives is our true purpose. Like, what is it that makes us special? What is it that we really want to do on this planet? And every now and then, I work on my true purpose. I read books and I do their exercises with my mastermind or by myself to try to find what is my true purpose, and it keeps changing. But basically, I like making people laugh. I like helping people grow. I like money, trading. I like investing. I like investing with other people to help everybody get wealthy. And I enjoy reading and learning. Hi, always 2006. And I like sharing what I learned, right? And I love being a mother. And I guess that's part of it. I'm sharing what I learned with my son. And I just love family. I love being in a family. I love loving a family. I'm happy. So, and it's an ongoing process. If you haven't found your true purpose, I completely understand. So what she's saying is if you focus on personal growth, you contribute to others, you might just find what your true purpose is, and that's a miracle. Because finding your true purpose, once you find your true purpose, it's like everything just clicks. Kind of like Elon Musk, who wants to save the planet by colonizing Mars, right? He's so on target with his true purpose. They create all these companies and so much wealth, so much money, so much business structures, and all these systems he created. Because he's on fire, he has a true purpose. So I understand that, and I think that's phenomenal. So, okay, number 10. Insight number 10. If you have received an idea, then you are capable of achieving it. This one, when I first heard it, I was like, what? Hi, Hero 5. So I got a lot of wacky ideas. I'm like, I'm able to achieve all these ideas? I Paul Star. One of the ideas I had was like, oh, I want to be a millionaire, right? Also, that I can definitely see myself getting to. That's actually not as hard as I thought. Once I came to Hawaii and started living with all these millionaires, there's so many millionaires around. So I could definitely see that happening. That's not as hard as I thought. Then I had the idea, oh, I can be a billionaire. That seems a lot harder. That means I have to create some kind of amazing business structure or something extraordinary or something. So I was like, but I got that idea. Got the idea that I'm a saint, that I could heal people spiritually. What? Some ideas you get. I don't know what ideas you guys get. If you receive an idea, hi soul 161. Feel free to share any crazy ideas you get, or big ideas, or cool ideas. You are capable of achieving it. So any idea you get, you are capable of achieving it. Yay, right? Anyway, that's insight number 10. So don't Believe in yourself. You have a great idea, keep it. You might not want to tell everyone, but keep it. Believe that you have it, and you can create it is the whole point. Right? When you meet someone, insight number 11, when you meet someone whose qualities you admire, it would be impossible for you to recognize those qualities if they were not already inside of you. Right? So if you see someone, you think, wow, isn't it so cool that Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump, whoever, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, isn't it so cool they have so much money and that they're billionaires. They're so smart and they're so insightful and they're courageous and they just, they can do things like this. And then the reason that you admire it is you have a quality in yourself. Sometimes I think some of these people, like Elon Musk, for example, High 505, Elon Musk, very smart guy, okay? He's kind of a geek, and I've met geeks, when I went to college, I met geeks, and I was like, oh, they're so smart, and I didn't think I could ever be that smart. In this truth, it is saying that if you recognize how smart they are, then inside you have that intelligence within you. So, I am smart. Okay, I am as smart as those geeks, all right? Because I already know I was smart, but I thought there was another level of smart called geek smart, and I am as smart as a geek. So there you go. When you meet, it is imperative that you find that place in your heart. Insight number 12. It is imperative that you find that place in your heart to truly bless and be excited for those who are successful in life. Okay, so if we want to be successful, we have to bless other people and be excited for the people who become successful, right? I had an issue with this because I had someone in my internet marketing company when I was doing internet marketing, and network marketing company. When I was doing network marketing, I still do internet marketing. It was a network marketing company about internet marketing. Anyway, I was still in that company. My leader left, took the team, and I got really angry. And I still get mad at him sometimes, but not as much anymore. So it's imperative that I truly bless and be excited those who are successful in life because he's doing well in his internet marketing business. Hi, Baron PSTL. So I'm going to bless him. I bless him right now. And I'm excited that he's been on TV, he's doing well, super awesome. So I have to do that. No, I just practiced right here. I did really, truly bless him. I bless him. I really am. Okay, so she has a good example in here. She had a date once, and this is when she met her soulmate, Jeri Walz, the one who wrote this book that we're talking about. Where is the money and who's got my, where's the love and who's got my money? Hi, Packers, welcome. You know where you guys are from. So she was on a date with a guy, and in that date, she actually met her husband at the party. Wasn't her date, but the guy was all mad. He was getting divorced, so he got divorced. He was divorced, and he was mad that his ex-wife was so happy. And so her soulmate, this guy, hi Buck went on. He was telling this other guy, if you want to be happy in your life and move on, you need to bless her. Hi Ray Finkler, you have to bless your ex-wife and be happy for her. And that guy didn't want to hear it. He was mad at his wife. He's like, if you don't love and appreciate the fact and bless that your ex-wife, hi Andy Larkin, welcome to the live. Thanks you guys. Let me know where you're from. So if you don't bless her, your ex-wife, and send her love and joy and blessing, then you cannot release all that from your heart. You're focusing on hating her instead of opening your heart to letting love in, which makes so much sense, right? Spencer from Massachusetts, welcome. Welcome, Spencer from Massachusetts. We have the Netherlands, we have Massachusetts. Anyone else chime in? Let me know where you're from. So it is imperative that you find that place in your heart to truly bless and be excited for everyone who is successful in life. So on Sunday, I went to a pool party for this lady who's she's been doing this seminar. She's been helping out with it for years. She's been like an advisor, one of the advisors in Hawaii for it. And I went to her house. She had a pool party because my son went through this personal development seminar a month ago for kids, right? So we went to her house to celebrate the 30-day celebration. Oh my gosh, her house is gorgeous. It's like beautiful. All these glass windows. She has this huge pool. you know, a nice yard. It's just super pretty and nice, you know, and very spacious. And so it was nice, and blessed her house, bless her success. She said she made the basic goal to get her dream home, and she got it, right? Pioneer card. And I realized, welcome to Periscope, welcome to my Periscope. I realized that day that I had a little resentment, like, oh, you just made a goal and you got it, you know? But she did. So then I realized I need to be happy for her because that's super cool. And I have a lot of people in my life who are doing, they're very rich. You know, I know a lot of pretty rich people, okay? And they're doing really well in their life, yeah? And I am happy for them, right? And I need to truly bless them to create more wealth in my life, yeah? Because it's great. And because they're doing so great, they're an example for me, but they're also just awesome. It's just fun to see someone else do so great. Yeah. So we have to practice that. And like I said, sometimes I don't do it. Like just on the weekend, it's not. I had a little resentment when she said that, and then I let it go. I just did the same thing. I manifested this beautiful condo in Waikiki. Hi, welcome. And some people might resent me because I did that. You know, I said I made a basic goal, same thing, and I bought this huge condo, so nice. You know, some people might resent me, but I truly bless others. Truly bless them. Hi, Sharky, welcome. Thanks for the heart. So, insight number 13: use the 6 intellectual faculties to consciously create the life that you want. Okay, so what are the 6 intellectual faculties? The first one is intuition. Intuition is your sixth sense, right? Instead of just seeing, hearing, you know, you have this intuition. Like you meet someone, you can kind of tell if you like them, don't like them. You can kind of tell people are telling the truth or not. Are they being authentic, not authentic? Do you feel comfortable, not comfortable? You know, do you feel like something's good, bad? You know, intuition, that feeling about things, you know. And I used to not pay attention to my intuition because rationally it didn't make sense. But then eventually I realized that my intuition is accurate. Yeah. For example, if I meet someone and I feel, even though they're not saying it, I feel like they're like hitting on me, then I know that they are. You know, my intuition knows that. And I react appropriately, right? Because I'm married. Always trust your gut. Exactly. So I'll probably do something to let them know I'm married or something or whatever. But you can tell, you know, you can kind of tell. Or if they just want to meet you because they just genuinely want to talk to you about something, then you can tell, you know. So that's intuition, right? You have to practice and consciously use that. Imagination. Imagination, Bard 6. Hi, Bard 6. Imagination, I find that I am pretty good at imagination, although sometimes I don't use it, right? But imagination, kids are good at it, right? So it's fun to dive into imagination. Yeah? And I know adults, myself, I sometimes forget to imagine. You know, I get stuck in what I feel is real, and I don't imagine. But imagining is fun, right? I used to imagine a lot when I was a kid, a lot more than I do now. So imagination is something for all of us to practice more, right? Imagine what it'd be like, you know? Okay, perception, our point of view, how we see things. So perception is when we're looking at things, how do we see it? And can we change our perception? So sometimes I get really mad at people, and then I talk to them, and I find out what happened, and it's actually not what I thought. And then I totally am fine, and I feel embarrassed about me being so mad. So it's just the same situation. It's just how I saw it changed everything about it, right? So our perception, how we look at things. Are we looking at things in the best light? Are we looking at things in a loving light? Are we looking at things thinking it's going to be bad? You know, so the way we look will change what we look at, and it is actually really true, right? So if we take the time to actually think about how are we looking at things, we can actually change what we look at. Focus, your ability to hold your attention and thoughts on something, right? Focus is, I've been practicing focus and meditating. Hi, Carl, welcome. Let me know where you're from and your name. So we have Massachusetts, we have Netherlands. Hi, Talk Walker World. I'm not going to say the whole thing. Welcome to the Periscope. Okay, So we have to, so focus, practicing focus, holding your attention thoughts on something. So you listen to my live broadcast, you might think I have a challenge with focus. I'm always saying hi to everybody and then I'm talking. But I do come back to the topic, even though I say hi to lots of people. Conversation goes by. Memory. Our memories and the act of remembering. So she says that we have a perfect memory. We remember everything. It's just that we don't choose to remember everything. But we do in ourselves know everything that's ever happened. We have it in our memory. Now, to actually choose to remember things is something we can do to strengthen where we are today. So we can choose to remember when we were strong and made proper choices. We could choose when we were leaders. We could choose when we felt good about our lives, when we were standing in a loving, doing loving things. We can choose to remember certain things as tools to help us. Or we could choose to remember really depressing things and make ourselves depressed, right? So we have that choice, right? Reason. Select the thoughts you want to linger in your mind and also plan how to reach your dream. So reason is the other one. And these are called the Six Intellectual Faculties. All right, so when I meditate, I actually sit there and I just focus on breathing and focus on what's real. And then I get all these thoughts coming in my head, right? All whatever I'm thinking about. And I'll be like, okay, I'm thinking, and then I let it go, right? But it's amazing to see how many thoughts are in my head. And they're from anything, movies, you know, if you guys said something to me today, I'd probably be thinking about it later, you know, if you said something interesting or whatever. Could be good, could be bad. Hi, 0553, welcome. So reason allows you to select the thoughts you want to stay in your mind. There's a lot of thoughts are going to come in, but you can actually choose the ones you want to keep. Yeah? And you can use reason to plan and create your dreams. So intuition, imagination, perception, focus, memory, and reason. Use these 6 intellectual faculties to consciously create the life that you want. Those are the conscious things you can do. Hi, David, Infinite, welcome. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Insight number 14 is express within yourself the qualities you want to attract in someone else. Okay, so if you want someone who is physically fit, you know, someone, let's say you're looking to marry someone, or you want your spouse, your current spouse, to be more physically fit, you don't, first of all, it's really bad to tell your spouse what to do. I already know this, I hope you guys know this, but telling anyone what to do, it doesn't work, right? They get really pissed off at you. So you don't tell people what to do, right? What you do is you do it yourself for you, okay? So if you want your husband or wife or whoever, your son, daughter, to be physically fit, you go and work out and become physically fit. All right, that's all you can do anyway. You can't make people do anything, right? So if you want to see something in someone else, you want to attract someone else with those qualities, you need to express something yourself. So if you want a loving family, you are loving to them. If you want a healthy family, you become healthy yourself. You want a wealthy family, you become wealthy yourself, right? So focus on yourself. But if you express within yourself those qualities, then you will attract someone who has those qualities. Insight number 15. We don't always get what we want, but we do get what we believe in. I thought that was kind of cool because we often say what we want. I say what I want. I want this, I want that. But do I truly believe? And then it's like, that's why I don't have it yet. I don't actually really believe that I have it. So that might be something that really creates a breakthrough for you today. It kind of created a breakthrough for me today because there's some things that why haven't I made progress here? Hi, Borat, 6T, welcome. Like my passive income, I track it every month. Like I said, I track in our Finance Freedom Mastermind program, we track our passive income. My passive income, it went down a little last month, which isn't a huge deal, but I looked at it over the past couple of years, and it hasn't changed that much. Over the couple of years, I guess it's increased, but not as much as I would want it to. Like it's increased like $100 a month, maybe. Which isn't bad, but it's not as fast or as much as I had wanted, you know. Hi, Katie, welcome. It was kind of a mountain effect where it went up and then went down again. And I was starting to be like, you know, what is going on? How come I can't get my passive income to grow quicker? Hi, Constance, welcome to Periscope. Thanks for being on my Periscope. You tap the screen, it gives hearts to sing. Tap the screen, try. Give me some love. So we don't always get what we want, but we get what we believe in. So then I was like, do I truly believe, thanks for the heart, do I truly believe in my heart that I have $3,000 a month in passive income coming to me? Do I truly believe it in my heart? Do I truly believe that I'm financially free in Hawaii? Hi, Sheila. I could live in Thailand on our passive income and not have to work, but we live in Hawaii. So do I truly believe? So I'm going to work on that one. So that one gave me a little breakthrough. Insight 15. We don't always get what we want, but we do get what we believe in. Insight number 16. It's about divine love, not about being right. So if you want to help out your relationship, and like I said before, relationships, love, your love life, your relationships with people, my relationships with people affected my money, affected my wealth. Okay? It really made a big difference. Like when I felt good about my life and I love myself and I love other people, my money started coming better. I started keeping more money. You know, I felt worthy of having the money because I love myself. I think that was a big deal, right? So the thing about relationships I've noticed that tend to make it hard to be in one, and if you solve this one thing, relationships become a lot easier, is the idea of being right, okay? A lot of times we argue with our spouses, our children, or I do. I get in arguments with my family, my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, because I feel like I'm right and they're wrong, okay? And that is not going to help the relationship because they feel like they're right and they feel like you're wrong, okay? And in the end, who cares how this one for one? If it's going to break up your relationship, does it really matter, you know, in the end? And a lot of the stuff that I used to argue about was not that important in relation to having a good relationship with people I was talking to. So it's okay to just not be right, you know. It's okay for them to not be right. It's okay to let it go, the idea that you have to be right, and just focus on loving the other person, right? Who cares? All right, you're right. It's okay. You know, if I see something that's getting to a head and it's like, you know, they feel like they're right, and especially with my son, it happens a lot. He feels like he's right. I feel like he's wrong. And I just let him be right. I'm like, you're right. I'm sorry. And then it's over, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You know, as long as it's not something major, you know, like he's going to eat a lot of junk food and get sick or something. But if it's just something, you're right. I'm sorry. Easy. Let the relationship be about love, not about being right. Insight number 17. When you are not in divine love, choose again. Throw away your hammers and don't beat yourself up. So this one's really cool. We have to focus. I have to focus. She talks about focusing on divine love. Divine love is a space where you feel loving toward yourself and you feel loving toward others. You can receive love. You can give love. Real easy. Divine love. You know, it's a great. It's not. You know, it's just love people. People love you. It's just wonderful, great space to be in, right? And if you are not in divine love, which happens, right? It happens to all of us, right? I mean, I'll be a situation, you know, it happens, okay? You don't feel loving. Just choose to be loving again. So this is something we do every day of our everyday real lives, right? Just choose it again. So you weren't loving for the last 10 minutes or hour or 2 hours or half the day or whatever. Just choose to be loving again, or the last week. Just start now and choose again. And don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Just because you weren't loving and you did something that wasn't good, don't beat yourself up about it. Just choose to be loving again. Just choose again. And this is something that I used to never do. So I used to beat myself up all the time, right? I don't do that anymore. But now I do this. I choose a different way, yeah? So this is really cool. I think that's really important. Insight number 18. Express gratitude toward others to get in a state of divine love where you can give and receive love. Express gratitude. Just tell the people why you're grateful for them. Right? I'm grateful for you because you're on this Periscope and you're attentive and listening. And even if you're jumping in and out, I'm still grateful. Hi, Kelton Kelwa. I'm grateful for Rick, my super fan. I'm grateful that we have Periscope, that we have YouTube, and this blog, and I'm grateful for internet technology in general, that I can even connect to people in Massachusetts and the Netherlands on a regular basis. It's just amazing to me because I couldn't do that like when I was growing up. So it's amazing. It's really a miracle, right? I'm grateful for my health, to live in this beautiful condo in Waikiki. I'm grateful for my, 7 a.m. We got to wrap this up, guys. I got to wake up my family and take them to work and school and all that good stuff. All right. I'm grateful for y'all. Grateful for myself. Okay, let's move on. Insight. Make a list of the people in your life that you have a difficult time loving. Think of a simple way you would be comfortable demonstrating love toward them and create the courage to do it and watch what happens. So she has some action steps here you can do. So this is for people who it's not easy for you to express gratitude for, which is probably the ones you need to express gratitude to the most. So try this, okay? Express gratitude to people you actually have a difficult time loving, okay? Insight number 19. Sometimes it's the small everyday events that we need to focus on the most to change our state into divine love. Thanks, Rick. So if in our everyday life, the little things, it's the little things that matter, okay? So focus on that. Focus on every little day things, your son, your daughters, whoever you're with, and create divine love in that. Insight number 20, focus on giving love to others and create more love in your life. Okay, so focus on that. Don't focus on how to get love, focus on giving love. If you feel depleted when you give, it was not really a gift, right? So if you're giving a lot and you don't feel good or you feel tired giving, it's not really a gift. So stop doing that and figure out how to give truly from your heart. Insight number 21, always check in first with how you are going to be before deciding what you're going to do in any situation. Hi, Kelton Kalia. Always check in with how you are going to be before deciding what you are going to do in any situation. All right. So how are you? How are you feeling? I think this is very insightful for me. Am I in a space of feeling loving, feeling joyful? And I think this is why Dr. Beckwith at Agape says to meditate first thing in the morning is to help you create that space. So everything you do for the rest of the day, you're in the right state of mind. Thank you so much for being on the live. Appreciate you. Follow me on Periscope and also on YouTube if you're watching YouTube. Creative Abundance Now is the channel. If you're on Periscope, please go to my blog and subscribe to my email list. Put in your first name and your email, and you will get on my email list. Same with YouTube. And I want you guys to have a great day. If you're interested in learning how to become part of our Finance Freedom Mastermind program, you are welcome to learn more. The financefreedommastermind.com/FFM. FFM is the abbreviation for Finance Freedom Mastermind. That's the information on the mastermind program. If you want to take the 7-day challenge to create passive income in your life in 7 days from 2 different sources, which is basically a savings account and learning how to open a brokerage account and buy a dividend yielding stock. You can do that in 7 days with a 7-day challenge. That is at financefreedommastermind.com/7day. All right, so have a great day. Aloha, and I will see you again shortly. You can find out more about these programs also on my blog, yesfinancialfree.com. It says in there, Map to Freedom, and they have all of these programs inside there. The 7-day financial challenge is on the right side of the blog, and also the pop-up pops up. So have a great day. Aloha. See you again soon. And thank you for being on the blog and the YouTube live today.